It's time to close this money. You guys saw in the last video, we went to a UFC fight. We raised $100,000 live, and we pitched on TV and won $2,000 and came in second place. But now all that's spiraled into this amazing opportunity where we're going now to close $110,000 in investments, potentially even more after the end of the day, because we have 6 pitches this week and we have to close this money by the end of the year, $2 million raise. But I'm gonna be going to talk to one of our investors that you guys had saw from the last video to close this $100,000 and potentially, again, even more money. But it's really essential to make sure that we have all the terms outlined. I'm gonna show the back of the sheet because the entire front of the sheet is our safe agreement. We're gonna get packed up. We're gonna go meet him for coffee or lunch, whatever comes first. It's about to be 11 o'clock in the morning, so I'm super excited. We're gonna do a demo, talk about finalizing everything. We even just hired an attorney. Super excited. My co-founder and I were talking all last night. It's kind of like this, it's not something big until it is, so you just gotta work up to that point, and then after 4 years of hard work, your life changes overnight. So let's see if we can make that a reality.
Like me and bitch to get rich on her own. Buy me $500 cologne. Crazy them bitches get hit all the time. While a nigga at home keep calling the phone. She like the song just for shaking her head. She like to party and pay for a trip. Telling her friend that she found a new rapper. She grabbing the house playing crack on the ditch. But Marty said they put money on me, that was cool.
You're okay with being on camera? Yeah, for sure. Okay. So let's pick this guy, because like if you look at this one, see it's a different material. Yeah. And they rush this too, so it doesn't look really good. See how it's like black and tar. So I was like, I don't want to do that. You want to put it on shoulder?
Yeah, I'll put it on shoulder. This one's that much thin. You can like roll it through, like, yeah.
You feeling it?
Yeah. Feel your muscle twitching.
It should be twitching your muscles here pretty soon, especially because you're in extended recovery. Now, do you have any uncomfortability? Is there any irritation, anything? Does it feel like, say, phone's over here, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh shit, I don't want to get up and
yeah.
phone. Or you can go back down. How does it feel, the overall good experience? All right, so he just headed out. It was a great call. I gave him some of the pieces of tape. I kept the pod with us because we only have one, so we're working through that process. I have all of our stuff all over the place. I'm getting everything situated. Oh, there's so many people that keep asking to buy the tape. I'm just like, we don't have enough yet. We're still like building everything out. It is just legit an absolute mess. So I'm gonna get this all packaged up, ready to rock and roll, and then we have a pitch at 3, and I have to get right home. It's a 54-minute drive because we have another pitch at 4:45 with another fund out of Arizona. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Everything's fast, everything's moving quick, but we gotta be moving quicker and stay ahead of the curve. To the anticipated $2 million raise, we're closing at the end of this year. And Pop's birthday.
Well, I'm really glad it's going well.
Thank you. Well, that's what's crazy. Is like one day it could be going really well, and then tomorrow they could pull out. But like this time, like I've had people pull out before, and that sucks multiple times actually. But this time is like it's pretty set in stone. So it's cool. If 1 million people are watching right now, what would you tell them? What would be your life advice to them?
Hi. Knob Creek Rye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's
Happy
perfect.
birthday.
So this has a unique packaging.
Do I have to give this packaging back? It's a iWatch. What?
So Blendon and I decided that it would be a good idea for us to completely scrap what we had for the website and just redo it. He understands how to do designs. He was working in, we worked in React Native before. Like we were coding the website from scratch, which we decided just wasn't advantageous for us from a cost-effective perspective, and just the idea of the website just didn't come out good. And it took a ton of time to code the whole thing. It didn't end up being worth it. So we decided that it would be a good idea for us to start from scratch. So we're working in Figma now instead, and it already looks better than what we had. So it's a combination of like different apps and extensions like Figma and Dora, completing it together so we can have 3D designs. We can make it just look very, very professional. So I'm super excited about that. But the big thing for us now is like making sure that we set up for this next week to bring in the $100,000. You guys saw the week before, we got the initial calls, we did the UFC fights, and then at the beginning of this week, you saw us doing the demo. Now the next week is gonna be ensuring, and by the end of this video, is ensuring we get a response by one of the investors, and setting up this next week to really bring on this money and start onboarding it so we can get these next steps done, get to market, and make a ton of money, and show you guys the entire process, because that's what we've been doing all along. But I gotta get back to fixing this website. Let's do it.
1 hour later.
The fall season has officially hit. It is getting cold, which means I unfortunately have to break out the Under Armour. And we got all of the process set up. It's really cool having an amazing team, and I think like one of the best parts about having an amazing team is being able to delegate things that like, number one, that you're not as good at. Number two is like things that'll save you time to go do other things. Like for me right now is going to be hitting a run. It's just really nice knowing that all that stuff is in place. So now like I can be focusing on the fundraising aspect, and Rat can be doing the website, setting up the YouTube videos. Obviously I'm shooting and going through the entire process of, but like from there is like we edit everything together, we work on everything together. So it's just super cool. But now let's get this run done first. Wrong way. All right, I'll see ya. All right, we just crushed a run. We didn't make it 5 miles, but it was still a pretty long run. Nonetheless, we stopped at my brother's house to go see him as well. And now we got to get ready for this party. And it's going to be with a bunch of Lectra's investors. So we got to make sure that the costume is fire, even though it's not. It's just what I used to wear when I worked in the hospital. So I'm putting together some scrubs and then I'm going out. But tomorrow it's going to be making sure that we get ready for this week, because it's going to be huge. We're going to be closing this, hopefully $200,000 is what we're at so far of the 2 million. So we're getting closer. The goal is that 2 million by the end of the year that we've circulated already, and we're just kind of like slowly but surely closing it all out. So let's go do this. We had a very successful evening last night, and now we're just waiting to see how this meeting is going to be set up this week for the $2 million investment. So we have everything is like set in stone for at least 220 grand so far. But the big thing is we have to bring this money in now, or the rest of that 2 million is not going to happen. So I'm expecting a call within the next like 5 to 10 minutes, and I don't know if it's going to happen. And in order for us to be able to move forward, everything is riding on this. So I've been following up with individuals I met from the party. Like there's 2 more people that I met that are interested in investing, and some of our investors are interested in investing more based off the progress we made from the initial check that they gave us that you guys saw from Road 2-1, which was super cool. So they're looking at putting in more money on top of these new investors who are interested in coming on by themselves. It's a very cool time, but now it's getting more and more stressful because we need to make sure that we lock this money in by the end of the year, and today's October 27th. So there's a lot that's riding on this, and I've been waiting for this call, and it all comes down to this. So this sets the tone for the rest of this week going forward, and we have a huge surprise that's coming up. It's the investor. I gotta take this. Wish me luck. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay.